Want to live longer? The number 52. Secret to men's sexual health. Have you ever felt like you're just a walking ATM or a convenience in your own home instead of being a man who's valued and desired? I'm a woman, but I understand that prolonged sexual deprivation isn't just about your physical needs. It leaves a massive void, making you feel invisible, disconnected, and unsafe in your own relationship. What's more painful is when intimacy gets used as a weapon to control or punish you, turning the bedroom into a pressure-filled space. Many men are living in cold bedrooms for 5 years, 10 years, even longer. They accept living like roommates, but inside there's emptiness from losing that deepest emotional connection. Many of you try searching online for solutions because you're embarrassed to see a doctor, worried about Western medicine's side effects, from headaches and dizziness to more serious cardiovascular risks. But you don't know where to start. This cycle continues. The less confident you feel, the more you avoid it. The more you avoid it, the more distant you become. The more distant, the emptier you feel. Part 1. The research I stumbled upon. I read a study that absolutely shocked me. This isn't about psychology or emotions, guys. This is about your life. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine followed over 15,000 Americans for 11 years, from 2005 to 2016, through a national health survey program called NHANES. This isn't some random small study. They actually tracked people for an average of 6 years, recording who passed away and what they died from. Then they cross-referenced it with the question, how many times did these people have sex in the past 12 months? The results shocked me. A, about overall mortality risk. Listen to this. People who had sex at least 52 times per year, about once a week, had a 49% lower risk of death compared to those who had almost none, less than once a year. What does that mean? It means if you're barely having any intimate life, you're facing nearly double the risk of dying early compared to others. That sounds heavy, but those are real numbers. Even people at the middle range, 251 times year, still reduce their mortality risk by 36%. Bottom line, something is way better than nothing. B, about cancer. This is the shocking part. People maintaining at least once a week reduced their cancer mortality risk by 69%. Nearly 70%, guys. I'm not a doctor, but I know that's a huge number. If you're missing out on this connection, you're throwing away a natural shield that your body creates. C, about depression, the scariest part. There's another study from Walden University in 2024 using a similar database with over 14,500 people, specifically looking at, is there a connection between depression and lack of sex? The results. Women with low frequency, less than once a week, had a 70% higher risk of death compared to those maintaining regular activity. But here's the really scary part. People who had both depression and lack of intimate life had their mortality risk increase by 200% compared to those with only depression. On the flip side, people with depression who still maintained a healthy intimate life, once a week, had risks nearly normal, not much different from people without depression. What does this mean? It means intimacy and connection act like armor, protecting us from depression and its consequences. Why is this happening? From what I read, prolonged deprivation erodes the cardiovascular system, making the heart beat irregularly, reduces blood flow throughout the body, including the brain, makes your mental state increasingly exhausted, losing motivation to live. Plus, many depression medications reduce desire and performance. So it's an endless cycle. It's like a silent disease, slowly eating away at you without you realizing it. Part 2, the number 52 and the natural approach. But guys, the good news is the research doesn't just point out the problem, it shows the way out, and you can take complete control of this solution. A, the number 52, once a week. This is the number science has proven through real data. Just maintaining an average of once a week, you can reverse those health risks. Data shows only 36% of people aged 20-59 maintained this frequency during 2005-2016, while 72% maintained at least monthly. This means just reaching the weekly level. You've already surpassed most people and created your own natural health shield. Why is once a week so important? What I read says when maintaining this frequency, healthier heart, more stable heart rate, reduced heart disease risk, better blood flow, especially to the pelvic area, where many of you have issues from sitting too much, release of happiness hormones, endorphins, dopamine, oxytocin. These help reduce stress, improve mood, create feelings of connection, enhanced immunity. Body fights cancer and disease more effectively. B, the natural approach you can try. Instead of taking Western medicine with all kinds of side effects, you can try these natural methods. 1. Eating to pump blood better. I learned about a substance called nitric oxide. No. It helps dilate blood vessels, improving blood flow to the pelvic area. This is the basic foundation for improving performance. Things you should eat regularly. Red beets, juice them or boil and eat. Drinking 2 to 3 hours before works pretty well. Watermelon. Eat lots of watermelon, especially the white part near the rind. Dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, collard greens, cashews, walnuts, snack on a handful daily. Dark chocolate, 70% cacao or higher, not milk chocolate. 2. Foundation exercises. You should do these consistently. Squats. 3-4 sets daily, 15 to 20 reps each. Squats help blood flow better to the pelvic area, increase natural testosterone. Kegel for men. This is an important exercise few of you know about. How to do it. Squeeze the muscle like you're holding in urine, hold 5 seconds, release 5 seconds, repeat 10 to 15 times, practice 3 times a day. Regular practice shows clear improvement in control. Brisk walking or light jogging, 30 minutes daily. Doesn't need to be fast, consistency is what matters. 3. If you're single, if you don't have a partner yet, healthy self-release 1-2 times a week still helps, prevents prostate congestion, releases hormones, reduces stress, maintains function, prevents use it or lose it, avoids falling into the high-risk group, less than once a year. Note, I'm talking moderate, healthy amounts. Don't overdo it. Part 3, advice on talking to your wife. This is the most important part, guys. Many people think they have to demand or argue, but I suggest you try a different approach. Share instead of demand. Steps to reconnect? First week, start with hugs longer than 20 seconds each day. I read that 20 seconds is the time needed for the body to release the bonding hormone, oxytocin. Hold hands while walking, while watching TV. Turn off phones, spend 15 minutes each evening really talking. Second and third weeks, massage each other, not for any purpose, just to care. Shower together, cook together, make the bedroom more comfortable, clean up, light scented candles. From the 4th week, schedule time for each other, not scheduling sex, but time dedicated to just the two of you. Intimacy naturally returns when both feel connected. The goal isn't 52 times immediately, but gradually building the habit, erasing the feeling of being invisible. I understand many of you feel the worst part isn't deprivation, but the feeling of not being valued, not being desired as a man. When you approach it as together for our health instead of I need you, you're putting both on equal footing, building together, removing the pressure of demands, creating a common goal, living healthy, happy, and long lives. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a woman who wants to share what I've read because I understand that many men are silently suffering. The numbers from 15,000 people over 11 years, they don't lie. 52 times a year, just once a week, isn't too much to ask, but it's one of the most powerful natural medicines science has proven. If you find this helpful, try. Reread the How to Talk to Your Wife section and prepare an honest conversation. Add beets, watermelon, and greens to your meals. Start Kegel and squat exercises today. If single, maintain healthy habits. Don't let another 5-10 years pass in coldness and emptiness. I'm sharing because I know how difficult that feeling is. Remember, this isn't about demanding or forcing, but about reconnecting, taking care of health, and loving each other, something both deserve. You see, you're not money-making machines or invisible ghosts in your own homes. Intimacy shouldn't be a burden or a weapon to hurt each other, but the core connection of a happy life. If you continue accepting this silence and disconnection, the risk doesn't stop at loneliness. Research suggests that lack of warmth can silently erode health, increasing risks from cancer to cardiovascular problems and making depression worse than ever. Don't let yourself fall into the living dead cycle when natural solutions are always within your reach. The research I'm sharing isn't meant to scare, but to show that intimacy is the most natural medicine. Even if it's not easy or always spontaneous, prioritizing connection with your partner, from hugs to the goal of once a week, is truly worth your effort for both your health and longevity. Start taking care of yourself with a healthy lifestyle, natural foods, and understanding, because you deserve to be valued and live a complete life. If you find this sharing helpful, please hit subscribe to join me on the journey to reclaim health and happiness. Take good care of yourself because you're truly worth it.